Check it out, guys. I'm going to talk today about 3 things that are important if you're a beginning motorcyclist. Okay, actually this is important for everybody, but these are just basics, whether you're an experienced rider or you're not, or you're just starting out. So I'll go over the 3 things. The first thing, of course, is gear, guys. You have to have gear. Without it, you're just going to become a meat marker. You know, if you fall down and you fall down and you know you scrape your skin across the ground for several hundred feet or whatever. I don't know what that guy was doing, but alright. So that's it. You have to have gear. You know, I have my gloves, I have my leather jacket, I got my leather pants, I got my boots. You know what I mean? You gotta have it all, guys. And I ride like this all year long. Okay, and why? Even though it's hot here in Southern California, you know what I mean, in the summer. Right now it's October, like mid-October, you know, kind of late October. It's kind of cool right now, which, you know, which is fine right now. As far as temperature wise, I feel great in this, you know, in this leather, no problem. I'm not sweating, nothing. It feels good. But during the hot summer months, you know, the dog days of summer, I tell you, sometimes it's a bit of a little bit of a hassle, you know, having to have that all leather on, you know, and you're up in the 90s or whatever. So but I still wear it. I mean, there's a saying, and most experienced riders know this, but if you're a beginner, you may not have heard of this term, or you may have heard of it and you don't know what it is. So what that term is, it's ATGATT. 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 Okay, that means all the gear, all the time. So that's me. That's all the gear, all the time. I you know what I mean? Knowing me, you know, the first time I don't wear gear, I'll probably go down. So you know what I mean? You have to wear gear. Honestly, I've been down once in these exact pants that I'm wearing right now, up in this canyon, actually, Balcom Canyon. You see Balcom Canyon right there? It's very, very curvy. There you go, buddy. And you know what? It saved my skin, because I would have definitely had some skin missing there. You can kind of still tell where I fell on the pants, you know, so they're scuffed up. I wasn't even wearing any knee pads or anything, but I tell you what, just having these leather pants on was a really good idea. This, I believe, happened during my first 6 months of riding. I was going down a steep incline up in the Balcom Canyon out back there, and you know, it was cold, the tires were kind of worn, and I was going too fast, really, to be honest, for the conditions. You know, it was a, you know, very, very steep road, and it wasn't like the best road in the world. So I went down. Thankfully, nothing serious, nothing, just a few scrapes, nothing really. But I was wearing my gear. It could have been a very different story, very different, if I wasn't wearing any gear. My jacket also, I fell on my shoulder. So it actually absorbed the impact of the shoulder, you know, because I have the pads, got the pads on the shoulder. So that was super important in keeping me safe. So already the gear is paid for itself, man. I needed no doctor visit. It was just get on up and just keep, you know, my bike was jacked up. I had to fix it. It was down for a few months. There's broken parts on it, fairings. I mean, it was not good, but I learned my lesson, you know what I mean, in so many ways. But I love it. I love the fact that I was wearing the gear, and you should too. Okay, so that's number one. Always wear your gear, guys. I mean, if you want to be safe, you know, don't be like those guys wearing a t-shirt out there, shorts, I mean, it may look and feel cool, but it's not gonna be so cool. All it takes is one time for you to go down in a bad spot, and that's it, guys. You're basically permanently marred forever, and you're probably going to go through a lot of pain taking the gravel out your skin. You know, I heard it's not a fun experience at the ER. You know what I mean? So that's not something you want. Get yourself a jacket, dude. Leather is the way to go. Okay, there are other kind of materials you can use, like Kevlar. There's different things, okay, different high-tech materials, but I believe leather is the #1 as far as protection. You know, what do you see people at MotoGP wearing Kevlar? I mean, I don't know, maybe they do. As far as I know, it's leather suits. You know what I mean? That's because that's the gold standard. You want leather for the maximum protection. Of course, some people wear the lighter textiles during the summer. And it's up to you. I mean, some protection is better than no protection, obviously. You know, so as long as you have something on, you know, that's covering your skin, that is meant to be for motorcycle riding, don't just wear your hoodie. You ain't gonna do nothing. Your little cotton, you know, cotton hoodie, you know, that's not gonna do nothing. It's gonna basically rip into shreds as soon as you know, have that impact. No good, guys. I mean, what's the point? Don't even wear a hoodie. It ain't gonna do nothing. So unless it's maybe a really slow impact, or you know, soft impact, I don't even see how. I mean, it's cotton. It's not really meant to be riding and things like that in. So yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. So #1, gear up, guys. Gear up. All right. #2 is learn to control your bike, and this is usually done, okay, in a controlled environment. A parking lot would be best. You know, do the slow speed maneuvers. It's very easy to drop a bike during slow speed maneuvers if you don't have any practice, okay, because slow speed maneuvers are kind of deceptive. They feel like, oh, you know, that's all right, you know, it's going really slow, what could happen? It could happen. I mean, that's when things happen, like U-turns, slow speed maneuvers. There's a lot of weight to the bike. There's hundreds of pounds. Like this bike here, this Ninja, I believe it weighs over 600 pounds, okay? It's fine if it's upright, but if you're, you know, if you leaned over too far in a U-turn and you don't have enough like momentum, you know, your bike's gonna it's gonna go to the side. It's gonna tip over. So what can I tell you guys? You have to practice them slow drills. U-turns is one of the hardest things to learn and to master as a motorcyclist, you know. It really is. It requires you know, a lot of practice and parking lots, but once you get the hang of it, dude, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good because it's gonna be in your muscle memory. Okay, so it took me a long time to get anywhere near halfway decent on my U-turns, but that parking lot practice, I'm telling you guys, this is where it's at. You just want to keep adding them hours of practice on there, and eventually you're gonna master it. Okay, so you want to have control of your motorcycle. If you don't feel secure on your motorcycle, you know, and confident, you know, it's gonna affect your riding ability. The third thing that you need to know as a rider, especially a beginner rider, when riding a motorcycle, is situational awareness. All right, so situational awareness is basically aware of what everything that's going on. See his car in front, he may not see me. Okay, he saw me. So you got to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. It's not just you on the road. You got a lot of cars coming from all different directions. All right, some people say, hey, ride like everybody's out there trying to kill you. You know, that's not necessarily what's trying to happen. Nobody's really trying to kill you, but you got to ride like it, because other, you know, cars, some people call them cagers, you know, as a term. As a beginner rider, you should know that you are almost invisible to other cars in many cases, and they seriously will just somehow block your motorcycle out of their vision, like psychologically. I don't know, there must be some type of psychology to it, but they literally don't see you. You know what I mean? A lot of the time. I'm not saying every single time, but you hear that when people get into cars get into accidents with other vehicles. All right, you hear that they say, "Oh, I never saw him, never saw him." All right, well, that's weird, but it happens. Okay. The reason that happens, it doesn't really matter, because it happens. Okay, you just got to make sure that you're situationally aware. Keep watching your mirrors. All right, watch. Like this corner is a blind corner. I don't know what's going to be on the other side. It could be a stopped car. So, you know, be aware that if you need to stop, or, you know, you need to be aware that there could be something there, and there is something there. What are you going to do? You do what's called an escape route, you know. So either on the shoulder, go on the shoulder, you know, you got to be able to swerve around the object, you know. So be prepared, you know what I mean? Be prepared, because you never know. So situational awareness is being sure that you are as much in the moment, present. Okay, your mind has to be here, guys. It has to be, this is your life we're talking about here. Okay, it's not like you're in a car and, okay, if you crash in a car, it's still your life, but you're in a cage, in a safety cage. I mean, the odds are much higher on a motorcycle that you're gonna have a lot more serious injury if you're involved in a motorcycle. It's just statistically, you know, I mean, and just logically, you ain't got nothing protecting you except for your helmet, your jacket, your pants, your gloves, your boots. That's pretty much it, guys. That's not hard, like a hard shell protection on you, I mean, except for the head. But most of it is just soft leather. It's just leather, you know what I mean, at best. And some armor maybe, but, you know, some foam armor or whatever. I mean, what is that going to do? I mean, it can help you a little bit, but, you know what I mean? So, situational awareness, you know, there could be all kinds of stuff happens out here. It could be a deer, I don't know, you know, all kinds of different things. So just be aware, guys. Be aware, situationally aware, you know, of what's going on around you at all, you know, as much as possible. It's not, you know, it's not a game. It's not a game. This is not a game, guys. This is real life. You don't get extra lives. Situational awareness will save your life. You know what I mean? So that's number 3, situational awareness, people. Keep that in mind. Number 1, wear your gear. Number 2, practice, especially slow speed maneuvers, parking lots in a confined, secure, or safe area. Number 3, guys, situational awareness. All right, that's it. Situational awareness, guys. And this is the 3 basic pillars for a beginner rider that you have to be, you know, concerned about. Not really concerned about, but just keep that in mind for best results. All right, guys. Again, thanks for watching my channel. I appreciate you guys. It's a new channel. Just trying to get up the subscribers, likes, and all that good stuff up. Thank you. This is my passion, riding motorcycles, and I love sharing this with you. Thank you for watching, and again, y'all stay safe. Have a good one.